Welcome to the weekend, the last late sunset around 5:30, give or take by a few minutes. Daylight saving time ends tonight when you go to sleep. Get those clocks turned back before you go to bed. We'll have temperatures a lot more seasonable, 40s and 50s for highs instead of 70s near 80s. So the record highs are gone for a few days. We'll get to that in a few minutes. So you're waking up to temperatures tomorrow in the 20s instead of the 50s or 60s. Forecast this afternoon, northwest wind 10 to 15. A lot of clouds around. We'll break up some of those clouds, especially downwind of the mountains. And we'll get a new moon that's giving us that 1% there illumination. Here we go. Mostly cloudy start to today. Then we'll break up some of those clouds. Downsloping wind. We're seasonable. Clocks fall back tonight, and it's another warm-up. As we get into election day, another warm front is coming. 70s are coming back. So if you liked it warm, we're getting back into that. If you like it cool, I got that for you tomorrow here in the forecast this weekend. Look at the weather map now. Clouds now, sun later. So that cold front has moved well offshore, high pressure nosing in from the west, and that's going to bring us in drier air to come in and get rid of these clouds late today. But really, I expect a lot more sunshine tomorrow. Today, not going to be a full-on sunny day. Northwest wind, not as gusty as yesterday's land breeze out of the west. Today, it's northwest. Typical high 51. We're going to be around that. Really, it just feels so much cooler because it's been so record-setting and warm. The wind is going to be lighter today. Northwest wind coming in, eventually going northerly. It's cold Canadian high, but really it's not terribly cold. It's November. It's supposed to be around this temperature. We just have to adjust to it. For the mariners, small craft has been dropped. No issues there. Seas generally around 1 to 2, even 3 feet, and that is it, all quiet out on the water. The drought is a big concern. Going into November, we're not into winter yet, but water conservation needed. Severe drought in southern York County, and the drought has expanded. The dryness has expanded westward. So mid-coast, down east, up in the county, now in that moderate drought. Here's a look at the forecast the next few days. Notice high pressure comes in. The problem is that high comes in and then it blocks the next storm. So on the 45-day precipitation tracker, which would include snow, but by the way, precip-wise, looking for only 3 inches of precip through mid-November. That's it. And we haven't got a lot. October was extremely dry. So that's my concern with the drought going forward. Mountains 10-day forecast, 39, 42, 42. And then look at this. Back to the 60s on election day. Then a cold front comes through. So it's going to go warm front, cold front. So a pretty quick transition. Inland, temperatures getting up to the mid-70s next week after election day. Then the cold front comes through. It's not going to be terribly cold, though, as we get into Veterans Day. The following Monday, 53, low of 37. That's even above typical there. For the coastline, we're going to see temperatures make a run for the 60s and 70s. A pretty nice day for election day. Clouds around, but dry, which, once again, not great for the drought. But you have no excuses not to get out and exercise your right to vote on Tuesday. And then into next week, we'll cool down to the 50s behind that front. Thank you for watching Jason Nappy Weather. Have a great weekend.